Okay, if you'll get the lights, Paul. Tex, you're up.
Yeah. I can't remember much, but I wrote down words like the Holy Spirit. The church is full. They dance 15, 20 minutes before the service, praising God, and they dance 15, 20 minutes after. Plane ride. Coming back, we had a 9-hour ride and a 10-hour ride back to back. Hardly any time in between. They give you a blanket, it's cold, and I'll put it up over my head and go to sleep. All right, let's see. We went on a trip, I think about a 7-day trip, visiting 8 churches, or 8 villages. And the first one we went to, we got out of the car and they were hugging Robert, and I was behind him, and an old fella, he just grabbed me around the neck and he said, you came back, you came back, you came back. And I'd had a dream about something like that, but whether he visited me spiritually or whatever, he thought I was the person that he'd seen. And that was our first visit. Okay, get to the plane ride. And they came back, okay, the dancing, oh, wow. I got the kids dancing outside the church. And the boys, can they dance? Little bitty kids, they all love to dance. And one time Robert was in the church and I was out with all the kids. They were swarming around me. I take the picture, and they just love to see the picture on your phone. And a bunch of halves, and they were swarming all around me. And Robert come out of the church saying, where's Tex? Where's Tex? He thought I wandered off or got kidnapped or something. I said, look over there, all them kids. Okay. And the last place we were at, was that Lake George?
Yeah, on the long trip that we did,
Yeah.
with the bugs and all
Yes.
that, yeah, that's it.
Lake George. And he said, look, and boy, was there ever. Yeah, you couldn't see anybody clear from here to the wall. That many bugs was on the lake. When he and Alex baptized 14 people out there while they were choking on them bugs. I would not get out of the car. My runs aren't too swift the way they are. It would kill me if I got out there. It was horrible.
Very good.
And 2 girls. One girl I saw had a spot about the size of my thumbnail on the leg, and I treated it. It was the first layer of skin is gone. And over the weekend, I came back and it was about like that. And another girl had one about half that size. The skin, first layer of skin is gone. And I put my arms over and started crying. I could see him dying. So finally the nurse was talking to me and I said, let's get something done. He says, well, I'll have to talk to somebody. I don't know who it was. I said, talk to him now. And I treated the wounds wrong. Covered them after I treated them, and you're not supposed to cover them. And so the next day, finally, I got to take them to a nurse. It cost $80,000 of their money, which is $22 a piece. And the nurse used a powder on them rather than stuff out of a tube. And she said, I thought that was awful high, but she says they have to come back every day until it's cured. It wouldn't cost any more. And when we left, one of them was pretty cured up, and the other one still had some of it longer. And the girls appreciated And I'll tell you, but Alex is the minister at the main church, and he's the one that has helped start all of these churches. He drove all over Uganda, starting these churches. And he's the one that is watering them. We were the ones that was, he's the one that watered and planted, we were the one to bring him up. And that's about all the noise I can make.